leave. I don't need you. And you need
for
me.
myself. Nah, I need you.
Yes.
Yes, sis.
Oh,
Ole man wena. Ole man. Ole man. But whom? Because I always wanted to buy it.
Fuck.
You? None of you got to manage that shelter high. Yeah, because you are broke. Yeah, because you are broke.
And then what?
Yeah.
What's wrong with being broke? What's wrong?
No.
So it's been done. Samaya, why are you standing? You. Yeah, boy. Hang on. Betul kila 5,000. So kila lagi. Kajian awar. Kila lagi. Angkir lagi spend.
Chomie, we just like this halfway to the end of January. We are like almost there, the end of January. We are at this point of time, we are currently busy trying to calculate how much we spent in December. We are trying to figure out what do we need this year. We are trying to do our vision boards, our New Year's resolution. We are still busy with that. We are still stressing about kids going back to school. We cannot wait for them to go back to school, the stationery and all of those things. And there is Cyan Boujee out there who is behaving like a criminal, behaving like a hooligan. But anyway, Dumela Kazi, welcome back to the cafe. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're a returning subby, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence, honey. Cyan Boujee said, you guys don't have anything to talk about. Let me do some scandal and I will show you who is the queen of the town, of the talk shows, right? So if you'd like to hear more about these scandalous things that are going on, because Usisi is always doing all these scandalous things because obviously she needs to earn, she needs to have some balance in the bank. Okay, let's get into it. So it is alleged that Cyan Boujee murdered her own manager after they had a little bit of a squabble or a little bit of disagreement there and there, but it turned out to be violent. But on Cyan Boujee's side, because that's what we see online. Thank you, Mapepantaba, for giving us the scoop with all the receipts that we actually needed to have this scoop. Apparently, Cyan Boujee decided to murder this guy who is his own manager. And this guy's name is Wellington. Not the sauce, but Wellington the man. Apparently, this guy, after he was beaten by Cyan Boujee, he collapsed and he was rushed to hospital. They were in Mpumalanga, so the disagreement happened in Mpumalanga. This guy apparently booked Cyan Boujee a gig that will happen in Feb, which is a Korean gig, something like that. And so now they had a disagreement because of a payment. So this guy says that Cyan Boujee wanted the full payment from that gig that will happen in Feb, mind you. This gig is happening in Feb and Cyan Boujee wants the money. And this guy confirmed that Cyan Boujee did not have money, like she ran out of money and now she wants money. So she asked about this money that is supposed to be paid from that gig that is happening in February. And obviously one thing led to another. I don't know, maybe there was other things that were said because we don't have any other information except that Cyan Boujee wanted money that was supposed to be paid by the Korean gig or something like that. The gig that Wellington arranged, or the gig that Wellington booked for Cyan Boujee as her manager. So Cyan Boujee said, "Man, I want the money now. It's January. Now it's January. Ndifuna imali." We were starting December, buying all the gifts and doing all those things, but now my bank is hungry and my bank is saying that I need to put some cash in it in order for me to pay what? Rent, to buy food, to buy stuff for me to be an influencer still, so that they can say I live lavish life and all of those things. And you know what? You know that Cyan Boujee is that girl who wants to be that girl on Instagram and all of those social media platforms. So imagine her having no money in January, and then what? But anyway, on a serious note, I think Cyan Boujee needs to be stopped. Cyan Boujee needs to be stopped. Not so long ago, she was talking about how she's gonna be beating up other girls and all of those things. She can do whatever and all of those things. They can go catch hands in the streets. You know, Cyan Boujee is the strat mate and stuff like that, right? So catching hands and all of those things. We are dealing with gender-based violence day in, day out in South Africa. We cannot be glorifying or what's this word? We cannot be laughing about the whole situation. Firstly, she actually clapped that little girl, that little influencer, whatever, those kids that Babalo, she clapped Babalo on live. Like, we didn't see the clap, but we saw the bullying on the video, obviously. And people were saying that, okay, she deserves it. And I think I'm one of those people that were saying that, oh, she deserves it. These kids have no they cannot stop their tongue. They're always out there and doing all the shitty stuff and whatever, and now they got a match for them. But me thinking about it, this is getting out of hand. Cyan Boujee now is beating up other people. I mean, if that guy retaliated, which is beating Cyan Boujee, the whole South Africa would have going crazy. So now this guy is beaten by Cyan Boujee. The whole country is quiet about it, right? Cyan Boujee needs to be stopped. Cyan Boujee needs to go to prison. Cyan Boujee needs to serve, honey. She needs to serve. If it was a man who was an influencer and laid hands on a female, she would have been cancelled by now. Would have been talking about, I believe her right now. And at this point of time, I don't think anyone believes him. I don't think anyone believes him. Maybe there are people who are believing him, but this girl needs to be stopped. And we shouldn't glorify this attitude from anyone, especially the influencers. We cannot be fighting about gender-based violence in South Africa. It's so high and whatever. And then we've got women who are actually doing the same thing, the opposite, the same thing to men. And no one is going all crazy. We need to have the same energy, guys. We need to have the same energy. I mean, I'm not saying that we shouldn't look into what is happening with women in South Africa, that they are not safe at all and all of those things, but in the hands of men. But we shouldn't have the certain energy for certain gender. We should have the same energy because it's gender-based violence. That guy was in hospital, if he is not in hospital by at this point of time. And obviously he opened the case, so we will hear the outcomes of the case, if there's any, or he will decide to drop the case, because there's a possibility that he does that, he drops the case and they move on with their lives. And Cyan Boujee was trending and Cyan Boujee is getting money, right? But anyway, thank you so much. Please let me know what you think about this whole thing on the comment sections. I will see you on my next upload. If you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for again? And why? What do you want here? What do you want here? If you're not subscribing, why are you here in the first place? Please do subscribe and make sure that you hit the notification bell, because why? It's just free. It's January. I know freebies are certainly something good in January. So if you click that notification bell as well, it's free. Right? Thank you so much. Have a fantastic one. Peace out.